cutest little champions. I hope you all are doing really good. So it's exam time and it's very obvious to get comments like, ma'am, can you put a study plan? Ma'am, we feel demotivated. Can you please motivate us? Yes, we can definitely motivate you. We can put a study plan. All of these things are being put up in the form of videos. Yeah, we can do all these things. We can make videos. We can give you tips and tricks. But what do you have to do? Ask that question to yourself. You have to follow that, and that needs much more efforts and patience. Are you ready for that? You tell me that first. Are you ready to follow the study plan? Do you have the time? Will you be very punctual about it? Will you not skip even a single day? If you are ready, then let me know. Let me know in the comment section, okay? Or just tell to yourself also. I don't want comments over here. If you're not feeling to comment, it's fine. Just tell to yourself, is the answer yes or no? Will you be following it or no? First thing first. Now, today we are going to talk about the ultimate 5 to 12 hour study plan. Listen, this is not something that I am asking you to study for 12 hours or 5 hours or things like that. You have your exam time, okay, and during the exam session, you might study way too much or way too less, and both things could be a big problem. If you are staying up late and studying, it might bring lots of damage to your body. If you are not studying, you might lose the confidence as well. So here I am with a perfect guideline about the timings that you are having. I am not going to assign you anything during this timeline. I am going to tell you this is the slot that is available. You can study during this slot. Okay, so to make things easy, I thought I'll make a video on it. If it works good for you, definitely let me know. Okay, so let's get started. So every children, even I have been in this phase where I have made a timetable, okay, where we are basically putting the times, okay, timeline over there. We are saying that 5 o'clock we'll wake up, then we'll brush the teeth, then we'll comb our hair, then we'll drink water. Children, do you think that someone has to tell you that? It's all necessities, right? You have to wake up anyways, you have to brush your teeth anyways. You don't need to write it anywhere. And please do not have a timetable like this. Your timetable should not be like this. Your aim should not be to study 4 chapters from 4 subjects in a day. You would not be able to do that. You have to think smartly, and I'll tell you what I mean by think smartly. Okay, what do you mean by smart goal? I'll tell you towards the end of the video. But first things first, you have to have goals for the day. You have to have what? Goals for the day, my dear children. And also, one very important thing, you should be thinking about the time that you are investing. These are the 2 factors that are really important. How many hours you are going to study and what is the goal for the day. And you are going to set this goal a day before. That, okay, tomorrow when I wake up, I have to start studying from this. And that's how I go up. You do not have to have a weekly timetable that will give you panic attack. We do not want that. Okay, so I hope it works, and now let's get started. So this is a very wrong idea. Do not do it. Okay, now aim study for 5 hours. So this is for people who are going to school. So you just have 5 hours to study. Let me get you clear with that. Okay, the extra hours you're spending, probably you are messing around your sleep. Okay, that's how you are getting the extra time. In general case, you just have 5 hours and you can make most utilization of these 5 hours. I'm going to tell you how. So overall time that you have after school is 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. that is 4 hours over here, and 5 a.m. if you wake up in the morning to 6:30, that is the next morning. This is the next morning. So basically how many? Basically you have this much time, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. then you sleep, 5 a.m. you wake up, then you have time until 6:30. I can divide this 5 hours into slot 1 and then slot 2. Slot 1 will be of 2.5 hours, my dear children. So let's say 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock you start studying. That is 6 p.m. you start studying and you study until 8:30 p.m. This is slot 1 with 2.5 hours. At this point of time, you study something that ignites you, okay, that makes you feel refreshed and something like that. Okay, you keep on studying. You keep on studying that. Okay, then take a break. During this break, have your food, walk around a bit, and then the next slot starts. 9 p.m. sharp at 9 p.m. you start studying again, and it goes up to 10 p.m. my dear children. You sleep after 10 p.m. You wake up at 5 p.m. You study until 6:30 a.m. Over here, choose topics that is difficult for you. Choose topics that are difficult for you. Why do I say so? When you wake up in the morning, you have a fresh mind, and at this period, okay, when you have a fresh mind, it becomes very easy for you to grasp new things which are difficult for you. So which is why, and it's a fresh start to the day, right? You are really fresh. So what do? You have proper sleep, and then you wake up and try to crack topics which are very much difficult for you. During this point of time, as I said, this is for something that engages you really well, because you need to start off studying. After coming from school, it takes a bit to start off studying, right? So this should be something that engages you well. This should be something that could be utilized for a little amount of revision. If you have to revise anything, you can use this particular period for that. And by revision, I do not mean revising notes and stuff like that. Solve questions, just 1 hour thing. For 1 hour, you can dedicate different subjects. Don't do just one subject. You can take different subjects. For example, 2 subjects a day, physics and chemistry a day, biology and physics a day, or math and chemistry a day. 2 subjects, take it so that you don't get bored, and do it for an hour. In this way, you are going to revise the content as well. So this is something for you where it engages you really well. This is for revision, and this should be something that have difficult topics within it. So in this way, 2.5 hours, haven't you studied for 5 hours, my dear children? Yes. So this is something that I'll totally recommend you to have in your daily lifetime. Okay, every day you should be following this. It is really good habit, and when you are sleeping at proper time, okay, you're making sure you're waking up early with a fresh mind and a good zeal. So this is why I would definitely recommend this plan that is there put forward in front of you. Now there is one more plan. Okay, there is one more plan. So this is the same thing that I have written, says that even if you do not understand my handwriting, you can follow it. Okay. Now over here we have another plan where I do not see the morning time. I just think about the night time. So 6 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. is the time that I am having, and then I have to sleep. Obviously, you not go beyond it. Why? Because you have to go in the school next morning, right? Again, you have 5 hours. Again, I will divide into 2 slots. Slot 1, 2.5 hours, 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. It remains the same. Then you take a break. You have food. Walk around a bit in a slow pace. Don't run, okay? Talk to your parents and everything. Have a good time. And then after 30 minutes break, start studying from 9 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. Okay, but it is not something that I would recommend you to do. Why? 11:30 p.m. Again, from 11:30 p.m. if you're sleeping, okay, obviously it's not correct at 11:30 p.m. you will go and sleep. Obviously you will need some time to sleep, right? At least it works for me like that. So it might be 12 and things like that, then your sleep cycle would be disturbed, and I do not want your sleep cycle to be disturbed. It has huge impact on memory and lot of things, I'm telling you that. So please do not disturb your sleep cycle. Rather than that, please follow the plan that we have up over here. This is much better, and it will be really good. You have to trust me. I have told in so many videos, I have been a night owl for my entire life until now. Okay, but I am trying to change myself, and it's really good change. I feel really good about it. Okay, when I wake up in the morning fresh to teach you guys to study something, right? So at that point of time, I feel really fresh, and I am able to take in more things, and it is more fun seeing the sun, seeing the sunrise, the birds chirping and everything. It's a very nice effect. It's a very good atmosphere that we have in the morning. And at night time, no, because the lights and all, everything, it has a huge impact on our sleep cycle. The melatonin release, the hormones being released, the neurotransmitters. So it's a whole psychological thing as well as physiological thing that is going to affect your body. So I don't want you to do that. Please follow this one. Okay, this is for the school going children who are there. Now there might be some people, where is it, who basically are not going to school. Okay, you're preparing for your KCET and things like that, and also you might be doing a dummy school and things like that. In their case, what you can do? You can aim for studying for 12 hours. I'm not asking you to study for 12 hours. I'm telling you to aim to study for 12 hours. When you aim, so probably you might not get entirely up till 12, at least 10, or 9 or 8 or 7. You get it? So at least you are trying, and that matters a lot, my dear children. So I will say that I will break the slots into 4, okay, and each slot will be 2.5 hours. Each slot which is there, children, will be of 2.5 hours. So what is the slot? Slot number 1 is from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. So 7 a.m. to 10 a.m., 7 to 7:30 is not for you to study. It is not for you to study. Okay, it is for you to have a little bit of exercise, to move around a bit, to freshen up a bit. Okay, so you might have woke up at 6:30. It's okay. You brush your teeth, you do your daily course that you have in the morning. If you want to take bath, do whatever you want. Then from 7 to 7:30, just move your hands and legs a bit, do some bit of exercises and stuff like that. Okay, and then be fresh. Okay, what do? You start studying from 7:30 to 10 a.m. From 7:30 to 10 a.m. that time should be very, very productive. To this 10 a.m. time should be very, very productive. This is the 2.5 hour slot that you are getting. Now the next slot which is there, it is from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Again 10 a.m. to 10:30. Let's have the breakfast. Let's have the breakfast. Or if you think that you cannot take the breakfast to that long, okay, since you woke up early, and it's not like you cannot munch anything over here, you can have some nuts. It's really good for your health. Okay, have some nuts and things like that. And if you want to change a bit over here, you can do like this also. 7 to basically 8 to 9 and 9:30. You can study up till 9:30, and 9:30 to 10 you can give for what, children? I will write it properly. I know I make a huge lot of mess around whenever I do something. So 7 to 9:30 you can have your study time. I was saying breakfast. Don't have that long breakfast, okay? So anyways, this is for your study time. And from 9:30 to 10 you can have what? Basically your food, your breakfast. Okay, that can also be done if you are waking up at 6:30. If you are waking up at 6:30. In this plan, 7 to 7:30 is for you to exercise. Okay, now from 7:30 to 10 a.m. my dear children, you are doing studying session. Okay, now over here again, if you are following this, then 10 to 10:30 you can have your food, or you can do whatever you want. This is your break time. You can utilize in whatever ways you want, but please have breakfast. Okay, do not skip breakfast. Now from 10:30 to 1 p.m. you have to study very seriously. Please do not forget to drink water as well. Now you have the next slot, that is slot number 3, from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Again 1 p.m. to 1:30 you can assign for having food. You might be thinking, ma'am, it's just food and study, food and study. Well, you did exercise, you had food, you took the break, you did whatever you wanted. Now again you are having food, it's okay. Lunch should be done at correct time, right? Then from 1:30 you are sitting again for studying. Until 4 you are studying very, very nicely. Okay, what about the next thing? You have the next slot from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. 4, whenever you have food, no, it's time that we feel sleepy, but we should not be immediately sleeping, which is why I kept a gap. So you studied for these many time, that is 2.5 hours. Okay, and now 4 p.m. you're going to sleep until 4:30. So there's a sleep time. From 4:30 until 4:30 you're sleeping. And now what, my dear children? After that what? From 4:30 to 7 you are going to study. Okay, then after 7 take a break. You have finished your 12 hours of study. 2.5 into 4, how much? It is 12, right? You have got 12 hours already. So that's all. And after that you can talk to your parents, have some time to talk to your parents, your friends and everything. You're not compromising on a lot of things. You should be enjoying your life. But it's just that why I'm asking you to study early is that you become productive. You become more and more productive. If you take longer breaks, probably you might keep on going that. Okay, you might be in the break for a longer time. So which is why I'm saying do not have too much break time. Okay, fix your break time, that is 30 minutes. 30 minutes is your break time. You have that set in your brain so you would not feel deprived of it. When you feel that okay, it's not enough for me, I studied for this much time, it's not enough, but you should understand that you got 30, basically 2 hours of break entirely. And now after 7 p.m. what do you have? You have enough time to take more break, more leisure activity. You can do exercise, more exercise, you can talk to your friends, your family. Then probably if you want, you can invest 1 hour. You can invest 1 hour for revision. Works? But in this way, aren't you including everything that is necessary for your life? Yes, you are. So I'll recommend this plan as well for children who are studying for some exams like KCET, JEE or any major exams. Okay, and for JEE and all, you might need a bit more time of preparation, so you can add up there after 7 p.m. as well. But do not drain yourself. So there are few things that I want to tell you. Do not drain yourself. It's just exam. Okay, exams will come and go. Just give your 100%, that's all, that matters. And by 100% I do not mean compromise your sleep and things like that. I do not want you to do that. From some days it is fine, for all days it is not fine, my dear children. You are going to drain yourself really bad. So for school going children, I will recommend you to follow the 5-hour plan. For others who are staying at home, I will recommend you to follow this 12-hour study plan which is there. Okay, aim for 12, let's reach somewhere. Okay, aim for 12, let's reach somewhere. And I was talking about goals. What goals should be having you should be having in a day. Not having you should be having. You should be aiming smart goals. What do you mean by smart goals? Okay, S for specific. Something that is specific. You're pretty sure that you want to study this. This is my goal. I am going to study this. You're not worried about, okay, this subject is also there. This is also there. And set your goal like that, which is very much specific. Okay, I have to study this subject, and in this subject I have to study this chapter or this particular topic. Okay, now something that is measurable, not something that is not measurable. Obviously you would not be able to do it if it is not measurable. Okay, something that you can measure and see. Okay, fine, measure as in not in centimeters and millimeters and things like that. I am telling you something which you can denote by hours or time. Okay, measurable as in, okay, I studied this particular topic in 30 minutes, I might need 30 more minutes for this. Something like that which you can measure and you can say that, okay, this much time might be required for this particular topic. Okay, now achievable, something that you think is achievable, not is, okay, if you, as I said in the first slide, okay, remember 4 chapters, 4 topics and everything in a day, not achievable. Something that is achievable as in, for example, even if you're studying 4 chapters of this thing in a day, you should be assigning little topics, not everything together. Your brain, you might be teaching your brain a lot of things. Do you think it will store a lot of things? No. We teach you a lot of things. Do you remember everything? No. So that is the thing. You have to set achievable goals, my dear children. And what? Relevant. Something that is relevant for you to study and understand. Some people know, they go like, only if I understand this particular topic, then only I will understand this. I was like that. That's why I am telling you. Sometimes we might invest on things which is not very much necessary. Okay, so I will recommend you to watch videos and understand what is important, or probably do questions. When you do questions, you understand what is important, what is relevant, and you put more efforts into that rather than studying the whole thing. When I used to get stuck, I used to not move forward. I used to just get stuck and sit there. Okay, I have to understand this, then only I can move forward. No, it does not work like that. You can go ahead with the next topic as well. See whether whatever efforts you're putting, is it worth it or not. If it is worth it, there might be so many areas where someone might be explaining that to you. And you have ChatGPT, my dear children. Why are you not utilizing it? Utilize it. You are in this era where so many things are there for helping you out. Okay, so you can ask questions to them. Now, I'm not saying ChatGPT always gives correct answer, okay. So, do not think like that, but at least you might have a rough idea of things. Okay, if you get stuck. Now, the last thing, something that is time bound, something you think that can be achieved within this particular time, that should be your goal. Nothing apart. So your goal, whatever goal you're setting, my dear children, should be satisfying all this criterias that you see on the board. Okay, then only set the goal. Do let me know what you are setting. Okay, for the people who are going to follow the 5-hour study plan, you're going to break your slots into 2.5 and 2.5. Why I am not breaking down to 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour? Because you might need break between every hour. So 2.5, 2.5, only one break and then khatam. It's done. It's done, and it's just for some point of time. Okay, it's just for the period when you have your exams, and after that you can relax, no problem, my dear children. After that you can have your leisure time, and again you might have to follow at least not the 5-hour plan, then 3-hour plan, or probably from the starting if you did this at least 2 hours every day might have been really good, and you might have not have been stressed by now. You get it? So the next year probably, or this year, okay, next academic year, you can aim for something really good. And now since you have an idea, I am pretty sure you will do something about it. So do let me know what is your timetable. Okay, in the slots that you are going to do, what are you going to study tomorrow, or what you are going to study tomorrow? That is what I want to know. You have set your goals for tomorrow, then you have to tell me today. Okay, can you do that? Let's see who all takes up this challenge. Yeah. So that's all, my dear children. I don't want to bore you or make you feel drained by itself. I am pretty sure that you are going to conquer a lot of things. Okay, so, and I trust you with all my heart. Okay, and whatever help you need from us, we are here to give you. As I said earlier, it's the effort that matters from your end. So put the efforts, and it is going to do wonders. Okay, so that's all, my dear children. Bye bye. Take care.